shots, and they were hitting shots off the backboard times, and you know, that team plays with great character, and their character is right where it needs to be. We're still working on ours, but I thought we played with great character today. We didn't quit. We just kept at it, and kept at it, and kept at it, and able to steal a win against the league leader. And there's a reason they're on top. They're really that good. They're really that good. They're well coached. They play great defense, and they've got weapons throughout the floor. And of course, they have 3 really big weapons, but the other guys complement them so well. Azul, Chua, Kramer on his defense and rebounding. You know, but that team really runs off the fuel of Matthew and Calvin and Jason. But for one night at least, we were able to match their character and able to squeak out a win. It's hard to explain how badly we felt after the last game against Alaska. I know that I've been around for 30 years and I've had a lot of bad games, but I really can't think back and think over those 30 years a worse game than it was last Sunday. And for us to come out here, you know, we focused hard for a week of practice, and then we got here, and again, things didn't fall our way. I mean, it wasn't like we were making shots from all over the place. We had to bleed for everything we got, and we didn't quit. And I'm real proud of our guys tonight, and hopefully this can get us going in a good direction. We got some nice contributions from guys like Jervy and Aljon, and you know, just guys that, you know, we look beyond Greg and Japin. So Joe's out for a couple of weeks, by the way. Joe DeVance, he's having a recurrence of his plantar fasciitis problem. So we hope it's only a couple of weeks. Could be longer. But in the meantime, guys like Jervy and Aljon have to step up. That's for sure. But I don't know. Wow, we needed that one. We really did. We really needed that one.
Those 2 defensive plays in the end.
Yeah, Japet coming off and coming in for Greg, and then making that big block against Calvin. It was, Japet was struggling a little bit defensively a lot of the game, and he was getting frustrated, and it was showing up on his defense. But when it really counted, you know, he stepped up. He saw it coming. He saw the whole play in front of him, and he came across the paint and got a nice, beautiful, clean block on that thing, and that saved the game for us. If he's not there, that's a layup for Abueva, and the game's probably lost. So yeah, game-saving block, big one. You know, the way things are going right now, I'll just be happy with top 6. You know, if we can get to top 6, you know, that other stuff is too far away. We're just trying to stay amongst the top 6 teams. It's so tight. One win or one loss, you know, exaggerates you one way or the other. So, you know, right now we're just trying to focus. We got Magnolia coming up, and they're, you know, they've become a very hungry team after getting off to a slow start. I know those guys well, and I know what kind of character they have. They're starting to come on really hard. And I think they're playing probably about as good basketball as anybody is right now, even though their record doesn't show it. But so it's a huge game for both of us. They desperately need that win. We desperately need that win. It's going to be an interesting Manila Classico. Very interesting. I think they play Columbia first, though, before they play us. So then the focus isn't on us yet. But you know, again, we have another week, and we got to figure out a way to do a hard week of practice again, getting ready for this game, this coming game. It was hard getting ready for this one. Weeks, he has plantar fasciitis problem. on his other foot, not the foot that he was having the shots on all the time. It's the other foot now. So, but he's doing a good job. He's losing weight. He's lost a lot of weight over the last few weeks, and that takes some of the pressure off his foot. And so we think that if he comes back, he can stay away from it because of the weight he's lost. Go ahead, shot of Matthew Wright almost went in, no? From half court. Banda tapos ikot, no? Labas. So lucky. I would have hated to go into overtime in that game. And hey, how about AJ making 2 free throws? That was great. Aljon making 2 free throws. Not our best free throw shooter, but he's been improving. It showed up in the clutch. Reminded me of Sean Chambers. Sean couldn't make a free throw the whole game, but if he had to make one at the end of the game, he always made him. Had to make one at the end of the game, he always made him. For you young people, you may not even remember Sean Chambers.
Remember Aljon. UST remembers Aljon.
Who?
UST. Oh yeah, that's right. He missed free throws again.
The championship.
That was no pun intended there.
Only in the
Yeah. He's grown and matured from there. Don't write that, please. Oops. Foot in mouth.
Thank you.